Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. The sports world is absolutely buzzing today with what can only be described as one of the most shocking announcements in recent baseball history. Major League Baseball, in a move that has stunned fans, analysts, and players alike, has declared that the Los Angeles Dodgers will receive an additional 5 wins added to their official record. At first glance, the news seems almost surreal. Fans of the Dodgers are already celebrating on social media, while rival supporters are expressing confusion, disbelief, and, in some cases, outright outrage. Speculation is running rampant about the reasoning behind this unprecedented adjustment. Analysts are poring over historical statistics, trying to find any precedent for such a decision. Some are pointing to possible clerical errors, others to hidden league politics, but MLB has remained mysteriously tight-lipped about the underlying motives. Meanwhile, ticket sales, merchandise, and overall interest in Dodgers games have surged dramatically, reflecting the immediate financial and cultural impact of this announcement. The ripple effects are already being felt across the league, and insiders suggest that this could set a new standard for how league officials handle controversial or ambiguous game outcomes in the future. In any case, one thing is certain: no one saw this coming. Fans are divided, but the conversation surrounding the Dodgers' sudden leap in the standings is impossible to ignore. Social media feeds are flooded with memes, heated debates, and passionate arguments over the fairness and legitimacy of the 5-win increase. Some commentators argue that this move undermines the integrity of the sport, suggesting that artificially altering a team's record diminishes the competitive spirit that baseball has long stood for. Others, however, point to the history of rule changes, retroactive decisions, and statistical adjustments that have shaped the league over decades, claiming that this could be a modern extension of such practices. Meanwhile, rival teams are scrambling to respond. Coaches, players, and front offices are all issuing statements, some carefully crafted, others more emotional, trying to navigate a scenario that no one had prepared for. Fans of other clubs are watching closely, wondering whether similar adjustments might be applied to other teams in the future, either as compensation for past errors or as part of some new strategic framework that MLB is quietly experimenting with. Sports podcasts, YouTube channels, and news outlets are pouring endless coverage into the topic, highlighting just how significant and controversial this decision truly is. The Dodgers, of course, are reveling in the moment, yet cautious insiders suggest that the celebration might be tempered by pending league clarifications. Rumors about why MLB made this decision have been circulating for hours, with speculation growing wilder by the minute. Some sources hint at internal disputes over umpiring errors, while others suggest a behind-the-scenes negotiation with team owners that somehow resulted in this unprecedented adjustment. Analysts are debating whether this could influence playoff seedings, player contracts, and even the legacy of key athletes whose careers are now being recontextualized by these extra wins. Fans are theorizing about the domino effect this might have on betting markets, fantasy leagues, and even international broadcasting rights. Some are drawing parallels to other sports where retroactive adjustments have occurred, although nothing on this scale has ever happened in Major League Baseball. Meanwhile, the Dodgers clubhouse atmosphere is described as electric, with players reportedly joking about their newfound dominance, while simultaneously acknowledging the surreal nature of the situation. League officials remain tight-lipped, releasing only cryptic statements that do little to clarify the rationale. The media frenzy shows no signs of slowing, as analysts, commentators, and fans continue dissecting every potential implication, turning this story into a cultural phenomenon that transcends the sport itself. Everywhere you look, from social media to sports bars, the conversation is dominated by this one extraordinary event. As the hours tick by, the debate intensifies over the legitimacy of the extra 5 victories. Baseball purists are expressing outrage. arguing that such decisions risk eroding trust in the league's commitment to fair play. They point out that fans invest emotionally and financially in each game, expecting the outcomes to reflect true on-field performance, not administrative adjustments. Others, however, are taking a more philosophical view, suggesting that perhaps this is a reflection of the evolving nature of professional sports, where technology, oversight, and retroactive corrections increasingly influence historical records. Meanwhile, statisticians are feverishly recalculating league tables, player averages, and historical comparisons to accommodate the sudden influx of wins. Some experts warn that this could have cascading effects for decades, altering records, Hall of Fame considerations, and even narratives about the greatest teams of all time. Fans, naturally, are split. Some are jubilant, others are incredulous, and yet others are simply fascinated by the chaos. One thing is certain, no one is pretending this is business as usual. The Dodgers' sudden boost has created a storm that will not subside anytime soon, and the entire league is now under a microscope as questions, conjecture, and controversy continue to mount. Speculation is not confined to the professional sphere. Social media influencers, bloggers, and YouTube personalities have turned the story into a viral spectacle, with every possible angle dissected, debated, and dramatized. Memes portraying Dodgers players as superheroes, league officials as secret masterminds, and rival teams as bewildered spectators are circulating at a breakneck pace. This unprecedented attention has amplified the cultural significance of the decision, making it not just a sports story, but a phenomenon that touches entertainment, economics, and fan psychology. Betting companies are scrambling to adjust odds, and fantasy baseball platforms are recalibrating player values in real time. Meanwhile, journalists are chasing leads, trying to uncover hidden motivations behind the league's announcement. Speculation ranges from plausible explanations to outright conspiracy theories, reflecting just how extraordinary and mysterious this development is. In many ways, the story has transcended its origins on the diamond to become a symbol of unpredictability in modern sports. Fans are locked in endless discussions about fairness, legitimacy, and historical precedent, making it one of the most debated topics in baseball history. The conversation shows no signs of slowing down. As the sun sets on this unprecedented day, one thing is crystal clear. Major League Baseball has managed to create a story that will be remembered for years to come. The Dodgers' sudden 5-win increase is more than a simple adjustment. It is a symbol of unpredictability, controversy, and the power of speculation in modern sports. Fans are already debating whether this moment will define the 2025 season, reshape player legacies, or inspire similar decisions in the future. Meanwhile, league officials remain enigmatic, issuing carefully worded statements that provide no concrete explanations but keep curiosity and debate alive. Analysts continue to sift through potential scenarios, while commentators dissect every possible motive, from administrative error to secret agreements. Social media platforms continue to explode with content, reflecting a mixture of celebration, outrage, and sheer fascination. The Dodgers themselves are navigating this extraordinary situation with a blend of excitement and strategic caution. Whatever the long-term consequences, the immediate cultural impact is undeniable. From packed sports bars to trending hashtags, the league is alive with discussion, speculation, and fervent fan engagement. The story of the Dodgers' unexpected 5-win surge is evolving by the hour, capturing attention far beyond the boundaries of baseball. Conversations now extend to marketing analysts, political commentators, and cultural critics, all eager to weigh in on a development that challenges conventional understanding of fairness, performance, and league governance. Fans are actively participating in these debates, often blending humor with outrage, creating a uniquely interactive narrative that unfolds in real time. Podcasts and YouTube channels dedicate entire episodes to dissecting the implications, while social media influencers capitalize on the controversy, further amplifying the story's reach. Meanwhile, the Dodgers' players and management remain enigmatic, balancing celebratory enthusiasm with cautious pragmatism, aware that every statement, gesture, or public appearance may be scrutinized intensely. League officials continue to maintain a deliberate silence, fostering speculation and keeping the story at the center of public attention. Analysts are forecasting potential long-term repercussions on team strategy, player performance metrics, and even international fan engagement. In short, this singular event has catalyzed a multifaceted dialogue encompassing sport, media, culture, and commerce. The Dodgers' 5-win adjustment is not just a statistical curiosity. It is a cultural phenomenon, a flashpoint for debate, and a magnet for attention that shows no signs of fading, ensuring that the league will remain under a microscope for the foreseeable future. The unfolding saga of the Dodgers' sudden 5-win boost continues to dominate discussions across sports media, fan forums, and casual conversations alike, with speculation reaching levels rarely seen in Major League Baseball history. In the midst of this frenzy, rival teams are reportedly re-evaluating their strategies, both on the field and in public relations, as the new standings reshape perceptions of competitiveness within the league. Coaches, managers, and players from other franchises are carefully crafting statements, balancing professionalism with subtle critiques of MLB's decision, while insiders suggest some may be quietly lobbying for similar adjustments in their favor. Meanwhile, fantasy baseball enthusiasts are recalculating player values, betting agencies are adjusting odds, and sports statisticians are furiously updating historical databases to accommodate the sudden influx of wins. Conversations online have become heated, with fans debating whether this represents a shift in how league authorities perceive fairness, or whether it is merely an isolated, unprecedented decision. Analysts continue to explore hypothetical scenarios, such as how these additional wins might influence postseason outcomes, legacy rankings, or even international viewership metrics. Meanwhile, social media trends reveal a mix of excitement, outrage, and bewilderment, with hashtags related to the Dodgers' new victories trending worldwide. The narrative continues to evolve, and every new development, rumor, or cryptic statement adds fuel to an already intense conversation. The Dodgers' 5-win adjustment has become the central story of the season. Rumors continue to circulate about potential hidden motives behind MLB's decision, with some insiders speculating that it may be part of a larger plan to increase engagement, boost ratings, and attract new fans to the sport. Others suggest the move could be a signal to other teams, demonstrating that league authorities are willing to intervene in unprecedented ways to address disputes or maintain interest throughout the season. Analysts are dissecting historical precedents, trying to determine whether any past incidents remotely resemble this scenario, and consistently coming up short. Meanwhile, the Dodgers organization is navigating this attention with care, celebrating publicly while quietly preparing for potential backlash or further scrutiny. Social media feeds are flooded with reactions, from enthusiastic support and humorous memes to criticism and skeptical commentary questioning the integrity of the league. Betting markets are adjusting in real time. Fantasy leagues are recalibrating, and sports media outlets are devoting extensive coverage to speculation, interviews, and analysis. This decision has not only altered the Dodgers' standing, but has also catalyzed a broader conversation about how professional sports handle retroactive adjustments, fairness, and fan engagement, ensuring that the impact will be felt far beyond the immediate season. The story shows no signs of slowing. The Dodgers players themselves are reportedly experiencing a mix of exhilaration and surreal disbelief, celebrating victories that were not earned in traditional play, yet enjoying the immediate benefits and recognition that come with them. Insider accounts describe locker room celebrations, lighthearted jokes about magic wins, and a cautious awareness that public perception may swing dramatically depending on future league communications. Meanwhile, rival players are expressing frustration, with some taking to social media to voice their concerns, while others maintain professional restraint but hint at dissatisfaction behind closed doors. Analysts continue to debate whether this decision could affect player legacies, particularly for those whose individual statistics or career achievements might be reshaped by the retroactive addition of wins. Fans are actively participating in discussions online, creating memes, videos, and commentary that further amplify the story, making it a topic that extends far beyond traditional sports coverage. The league's silence continues to fuel speculation, with insiders, commentators, and fan communities eagerly awaiting clarification. Every rumor, insider tip, and cryptic statement adds fuel to a narrative that is evolving in real time, creating a dynamic environment where the Dodgers' 5-win adjustment dominates conversations across multiple platforms and media outlets worldwide. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. As the weeks progress, speculation about the broader implications of MLB's decision continues to expand, encompassing not just the competitive landscape, but also cultural and economic dimensions. Marketing analysts are examining the spike in engagement, merchandise sales, and social media trends, considering how the Dodgers' sudden boost may influence sponsorship deals, broadcast ratings, and future fan acquisition strategies. Economists are calculating potential long-term effects on team valuations, ticket demand, and local revenue generated by increased fan activity. Meanwhile, commentators and analysts are exploring hypothetical scenarios regarding postseason implications, playoff seedings, and historical comparisons, emphasizing that the 5-win adjustment is far more than a statistical anomaly. It is a story with cascading ramifications. Fans remain highly engaged, frequently discussing fairness, legitimacy, and precedent, while debates rage over whether the league's action should inspire similar interventions in other cases or be regarded as a one-time phenomenon. Social media continues to amplify these discussions, ensuring that public attention remains firmly focused on the Dodgers' unprecedented situation. Analysts suggest that this level of sustained discourse is rare in professional sports, highlighting the extraordinary nature of MLB's decision and its cultural significance. Meanwhile, MLB insiders are reportedly monitoring fan sentiment, media coverage, and team reactions with great interest, perhaps using the situation as a testing ground for future policy decisions. Some suggest that the league may be experimenting with new ways to engage audiences, using retroactive adjustments as a mechanism to create narratives, excitement, and unpredictability that drive continued interest throughout the season. Others argue that the decision could serve as a cautionary tale about the risks of interfering with competitive results, noting that long-term credibility may be at stake. Rival franchises continue to navigate the landscape carefully, balancing public statements with strategic planning, while fans debate how such adjustments might affect historical legacies, playoff outcomes, and player reputations. Meanwhile, the Dodgers are fully embracing their elevated position, leveraging media attention, fan enthusiasm, and cultural relevance to maximize the moment. The story's momentum shows no signs of slowing, with analysts predicting that discussions, rumors, and speculation will continue to dominate headlines for weeks or even months. The 5-win adjustment has become a focal point for an expansive, multifaceted conversation about fairness, perception, and the evolving dynamics of professional sports. Social media communities, podcasts, and YouTube channels are fully immersed in dissecting the Dodgers' sudden rise, with every possible angle explored, debated, and dramatized. Memes, speculative videos, and fan-generated content flood timelines, reflecting excitement, humor, skepticism, and outrage simultaneously. Analysts continue to examine potential ramifications for team strategy, player development, and historical record-keeping, often speculating on outcomes far beyond the immediate season. Meanwhile, the Dodgers organization navigates a delicate balance, celebrating victories while preparing for potential scrutiny and further league communications. Sports betting platforms and fantasy baseball leagues adjust in real time, reflecting the tangible effects of the 5-win adjustment on both professional and recreational engagement. Media coverage has intensified exponentially, with stories, interviews, and speculative reports consuming airtime, online platforms, and trending hashtags. The narrative has transcended traditional baseball reporting, becoming a cultural phenomenon with economic, psychological, and entertainment dimensions. Analysts predict that the conversation surrounding this adjustment will continue for months, shaping fan perception, league reputation, and the broader discourse around fairness, legacy, and competition in professional sports. The Dodgers' 5-win edition has reshaped the landscape in ways that cannot be easily quantified or predicted. In conclusion, the Dodgers' unprecedented 5-win increase has generated a storm of conversation, speculation, and analysis that spans the globe. Fans are deeply engaged, analysts are tirelessly evaluating consequences, and the league remains strategically silent, allowing the rumor, debate, and fascination to grow organically. Social media platforms are saturated with content, from humorous memes to in-depth analyses, illustrating how a single administrative decision can ignite widespread cultural, economic, and competitive discussions. The Dodgers, meanwhile, navigate the situation with both excitement and prudence, understanding the unique historical significance of their position. Sports economists, marketers, and commentators all weigh the implications, considering effects on revenue, engagement, and long-term fan loyalty. The controversy over fairness, legitimacy, and historical precedent has ensured that the story resonates far beyond the baseball diamond. Every new rumor, insider leak, and speculative report only intensifies interest, creating a dynamic, ongoing narrative that defies conventional sports coverage. In this unprecedented moment, the Dodgers' additional 5 victories are not just statistics. They are a cultural event, a media phenomenon, and a focal point for debate that will be remembered long after the season concludes. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.